Hey, Patrick here with another update on the SFX-100 Shield project. Last time I shared with you this prototype board, which was version 1.3.2, and I mentioned that we were looking into having this manufactured and made available to everyone who wanted one. And so that process has been going smoothly, and as a result of that, there have been some improvements to the design, and I'm going to share those with you now. So here is the updated design, and one of the things that you will notice right off the bat is this screw terminal, which replaces the modular jack that was on the original prototype. And I had put this on here because I had the jack lying around, and I thought it would be cool to have the the detachable cable thing, but it turned out that it was just adding more complexity to the project than it really needed, because you had to have this other modular jack, and you had to sort of, in this case, I soldered these up and connected that to the e-stop, and it just ended up being unnecessary complexity. So the idea now is that your e-stop will just have regular old 2-conductor wire. This happens to be some speaker wire that I had lying around, but pretty much any wire or cable that's got a couple conductors in it will work. And then at the other end, you just have these two ends here that go into the screw terminals like that, and then just tighten that down with a screwdriver, and that is how you connect the e-stop now. So much simpler, doesn't require any specialized tools or additional parts. Also, this part is less expensive than those modular jacks, so it brings down the price of the board. And of course, you don't have to have another one to connect the other side. So overall, this just seemed like the right thing to do. So hopefully nobody fell in love with that whole Ethernet cable thing. The next thing you will notice is that the DB25 connectors are now symmetrically placed on the board, which is nice because we have a little more room up here. The old board, we had to sort of make room for this big old connector and offset these things. So this makes for a cleaner design. The PCB has been actually cleaned up quite a bit as well too. The old design had some unnecessary complexity in the these little vias that they were allowing traces to jump over each other. That was kind of just lazy design on my part, so I was just working quickly and wanted to get something tested, but this is definitely a refined design. It's cleaner and better, and I think I'm proud to send this one out to other people who want to have one of these. This board works great. If you have one of these or printed one on your own, there's nothing wrong with it. The functionality of the board is the same, aside from the connector. And then, along with this updated board design is, I have a new enclosure here, and actually, if I'm going to put this in, I should probably connect the Arduino like that. So the board now, the case is pretty much the same. The differences here are that instead of just one screw right here to mount it in, there's a screw at the top and a screw at the bottom. So now there's nice even mounting points all around the board, and then of course, if we put the lid on, you've got kind of this nice clean design that has everything kind of lined up and looking better and a little cleaner on the design side. So yeah, functionality is the same as the prototype board. It's just cleaned up and a little bit nicer, and got the price down a little bit as well. So I think you guys are going to be super pleased with the pricing that we got from the factory, and I thank you for your patience as we've been working through this project. It's been a huge amount of work to get these things designed and iterated on with the factory, and then just to manage the whole worldwide distribution of these things has been hours and hours of work on its own. And thank you so much to the folks in the different regional distribution areas who are assisting with the distribution of these around the world, because I could not have done it without the whole team's support. So thanks everyone, and we're going to open the payment window on these things on Friday, April 5th. Yeah, April 5th. So, and that payment window will be open for 1 week. You can send your payment in, and we will get the order sent off to the factory on the 12th, and currently expecting to have assembled boards in your hands by the end of May, hopefully sooner, but that's the current kind of conservative estimate. So that's the news for now. I'll keep you updated as there's more information. Thanks, and talk to you next time.